everyone is fine, and in our journey now we reached the 32nd topic about motion of charged particle in E bar and B bar. First let us talk about the only magnetic field, then we talk about the combination. Whenever a charged particle moving in the presence of external magnetic field, it experiences a magnetic force, that is Q into V bar cross B bar or QVB sin theta, where theta is the angle between V bar and B bar. Now here the main thing is finding direction is also important, which you will find using the left hand thumb rule. So keep the forefinger in the direction of magnetic field and velocity in the direction of middle finger, then thumb gives the direction of magnetic force, like this is the magnetic field and a charge entered perpendicular to it. Now this is field direction, this is velocity direction, the force is upward. It entered rightward, but due to force it will slowly bend. At every point it bends. At this point, if you consider field inward and velocity upward, then the direction of force is this way. Now it is bending this way, like this. Or if you consider the complete magnetic field inside, here started, then it will bend like this. Here it will bend like this. Here it will bend like this, so that it will complete a circle. So when theta is 90 degrees, it will complete a circle. So it is performing circular path. That means circular motion. The required centripetal force is provided from this force. What is that? QVB. Sin 90 is how much? 1. So that R equal to mv by qb, or V equal to qbr by m. This is the radius and speed relation. For a charged body entered into magnetic field at what angle? 90 degrees to the magnetic field. So this is the one important case based on which usually questions will be asking. The other two cases like theta 0 and theta 180, if you consider either parallel or anti-parallel, then sin 0 or sin 180 both are 0. So the magnetic force 0. Then the charged particle goes undeviated. The path is a straight line. So here straight line and here circular path, circle. Now the question is here, what is the time taken to complete one revolution? Because speed is not changing, it is a uniform motion. So magnetic field never changes the magnitude of velocity, it only changes the direction. So what is the time period? 2 pi r by v. So here the question is time period, that is 2 pi r by v equal to qb r by m, r cancel. So 2 pi m by qb. So time period is independent of velocity. Time period is not depending on velocity. So whatever may be the velocity, the time to complete revolution is same, but greater the velocity, greater the radius, smaller the velocity, smaller the path. So it runs slowly, but the time taken to complete one revolution is same. So many times they asked questions based on this only. This is the one important. The other third case also will be there, but that is not that important. That is other than 0, 90 and 180. Then helical path will be there, where you will take the horizontal component and vertical component. But mainly questions will be asked based on this theta 90 degrees case. Let us see how the questions will be asking based on that. If you consider this case, here the questions will be asking based on the radius or kinetic energy. R equal to mv by qb, v equal to qb r by m. So what is the kinetic energy? Half m v square. So that half m q square b square r square by m square, mm cancel. So q square b square r square by 2m. So based on the same thing, you will study about, or you have studied about cyclotron. So a device which accelerates charges. So that also works on the same kind of phenomena. There also same equations will come. And sometimes they will ask the questions between proton, deuteron and alpha particle, or sometimes tritium. So here mass of proton you consider m, then mass of deuterium is 2 times 2, mass of alpha is 4 times, mass of tritium is 3 times, and charge of proton is E, 1 proton, but charge of deuteron is also 1 E, but charge of alpha is 2 are there, 2 E, charge of tritium is also same E. Then they will ask you who will perform greater path, means R equal to mv by qb. They can ask you comparison, or sometimes they will mention that momentum is same, then P by qb. So momentum is same magnetic field, then R is inversely proportional to what? Q. Then here the for alpha particle greater charge, so smaller radius. Other 3 are same charge but lesser than this one. Less charge means less denominator, so more value. So greater the path, greater radius. Like that, comparison based questions they will ask you. So this one simple kind, and especially based on these particles like proton, deuteron and alpha particles, comparison based questions they will ask you. Apart from this, when you consider uniform electric field and magnetic field, so there is an electrostatic force QE bar and there is a magnetostatic force, that is Q V bar cross B bar. Then the total force is called Lorentz force. And sometimes the question will be asked that there is a region of electric field and magnetic field, but the charge goes undeviated. That means the Lorentz force is 0. That means Q E bar plus Q V bar cross B bar equal to 0. Then E bar equal to minus V bar cross B bar. And this is possible when V bar perpendicular to B bar perpendicular to E bar. Then the magnitude, if you consider E equal to VB. So based on this condition also, many times they have asked question. So this is the way, the simple and the formula based questions can be asked. Don't go for complicated one. Complicated cases also will be there, but at this level, so you just understand this simple type of questions. So let me give you one question, or let me explain you one question based on the same thing. Like one electron, there is a uniform magnetic field, suppose, in a region, like this is x-axis, this is y-axis. There is no field negative x-axis side, only starts from origin towards positive side. And one electron enters along x-axis at origin, one electron. Then it emerges out of the field through one point. What are the coordinates of that point? They will ask you. So how do you calculate that one? See here. First of all, an electron enters using left hand thumb rule, field inward, velocity this one, force upward. But that is for positive charge, but this is negative charge. So then F bar will become, it is like minus E V bar cross B bar. If it is plus, then upward. Minus means what? Opposite direction. So the force will act down. So instead of deviating up, it will come down and it will come out like this. Then what is this length? Diameter 2r. So what are the coordinates of this one will become? This is on y axis. So x is 0. And what is the y coordinate? Minus 2r. So a simple and mathematical based, simple logical based questions will be asking based on this. So like that you please try to understand. So this is how you will get the questions, and based on direction also sometimes questions will be asking. Let us consider one question like that. Suppose there is a current carrying wire along east-west direction. It is along like east-west and north-south. So always consider like this: east, west, north, south. So north, south, east, west, and this is up, down. Now there is a point below it, exactly below it at some point, and one charge is trying to move in this direction. That is also towards east. So this is the wire, this is the current direction, this is the point below it, and the charge is moving like this. Now due to this current carrying wire there is a field. What kind of field? This side. So this side means what? What is this side? North. So there is a field along north. Usually you take this as I cap, this as J cap. So field is along north and velocity is along I cap. X axis east. Then what is the force direction? V bar cross B bar, I cross J initially. So what is the I cross J will become? K cap. K cap means what? Z direction. So X, Y, Z. So in which direction it will act? Upward. So this is how sometimes the questions will be asked based on the direction also. Direction they can ask or magnitude they can ask. But you have to understand. So it is moving in the presence of some external magnetic field. So please try to understand the concept and try to understand how to determine the direction is also. That is also very important. Determination of direction of magnetic field, determination of direction of magnetic fluid. Both are important. So hope you all understood. Thank you.